Welcome back once again to my LEGO organizing journey. Today's an exciting day, at least for me, because I get to start another bin. As you can see, we're starting to develop some holes in the display here, and I want to jump into this bin right here. This one's calling out to me. It's very heavy, lots of bricks and stuff inside here, and I thought it'd be a fun one to start today. First things first, we got to get a weight on this. This to me feels much heavier than the last one I did, which was just over 5 pounds. Let's see what it comes in at. 6 pounds, 9 ounces. That's pretty darn good for one bin to knock out of the collection. We're working our way down. If you're just tuning into this, which I'm just assuming now at this point that we've been here the whole time, but in the rare chance that you're just finding this channel for the first time, you're in for a treat because I've got 391 pounds of Lego to sort through. This is my goal for 2025. And so far, we've been doing pretty darn good. I got rid of 4 mystery bags totaling 10 pounds. And I think this is I think there were 2 here. This is, I don't know, like my 4th of these Sterilite drawers that I've been going through. Now they're full of plates and slopes and bricks, and then we've got our tiles, and we got our wheels and tires, and we got Technic. And I'm going to be adding to that here today. I still need to go through all of the videos that I've done so far and record all of the weights that I've done so I can subtract that from the 391 to see where we're at, because it's getting hard to know where we stand, and I think it'd be kind of good to know that each day that we go in. Like, we're down to 375 pounds. We're down to 374. I don't know where we're at now, but I know that this is going to be good to get into the collection, and I'm ready to dump it out. So let's go ahead and do that. The best part right here, well, maybe the second best part. The best part is when it's all done. The second best part is seeing the pile that we're about to go through and have another empty bin. That's a glorious feeling. Let me give you a little look-see here as what we got going on. This was the bottom of the bin. There are some built things in here, including Ender Portal, I think is what it's called. I saw it at the top there, and I was going to pull it out for Clarkman, but now it's at the bottom of the pile. But we'll kind of move things out here so you can see this all. This looks like, it looks kind of like Lego Classic. There's a lot of bricks in here. And there's no minifigs. This was stuff from our collection. All of these Sterilite bins that I'm going through, these were at one point in our collection. I don't know if these were mocks at one point that Clark did. It's so hard to keep track these days. Oh, there it is. Is that the Ender Portal? I think that's what it is. I need some Minecraft detectors with me. Today, Clarkman's back at school, so he's not even over there playing Minecraft, let alone helping me out. But we'll put that off to the side for him, because there's no reason to put that in the collection if he can do something with it. I do see we're missing one of those there, I believe. So maybe that is in here. If not, he might have an extra one. But here's a look at everything that's in here. We got mech legs. Yeah, this is, Clark customized a mech that he made. I think it was the Hulk mech. And we're not a fan of these legs because there's no articulation, which is really unfortunate. Like, you've got to have knee articulation. So he took those off and built his own. I guess they're going to go into the collection now. But here's everything else in here. I don't know if there's anything that... Oh, there's something that Clarkman built. You can definitely tell that's something that he worked on. I don't know if there's anything in here that strikes you. It's more fun, I think, going through the ones that's like straight up yard sale lots, because then you're finding minifigs and crazy stuff, non-Lego things. This is a little more tame, but I'm really enjoying going through these because then I get to use the resources that come of it to organize the collection even further. So I'm going to start cranking through this as I do, and I'll bring you along with me on this. I don't know how much of this you want to see, but the way I start this, and I think like the best way to do it is just pick something in your mind and work on that. Because I was doing a thing where I'm like, oh, there's a plate. Oh, there's a brick. Oh, there is a wing or something. We'll put that over here. No, it's like, go for the plates. Get all of the plates sorted out. And I could do this super efficient. Oh, pre-built stuff. The bane of my existence. It takes so much time to unbuild pre-built stuff, but this one doesn't seem to be too bad for that. That Friends one was brutal. Just go for all those, and I feel like that makes you a little more efficient until you get down to the point where they're getting harder to find. Like, once you're really scavenging for plates, stop looking for plates, go to the next thing, and then start looking for that. So, like, bricks would be a very reasonable thing to look for in this. This is just my experience so far. As I mention all the time, I'm learning as I go, and I'm trying to get better and more efficient in this as I do. Oh no, we got a mega in here. Everyone, shield your eyes. Shield them. There's a mega in here. Luckily, it's out of focus. You're saved. You can thank me later for that one. Luckily, it was attached to a Lego brick. I'm sorry he did that to you. Anyways, I'm going to keep throwing these over here. If you want to see what the pile looks like, the shot's not really conducive to that. Here's the plate pile as it begins, and then eventually they'll go in there. I don't put them in there right away. Ideally, I should just start throwing them in that bin right now, but I like to show you what it turns into. So this is all for you. Like the way that I'm doing this now, maybe not the most efficient, but I'm doing it for you simply so you can see like how much it turns out to be, because while 6 pounds of Lego doesn't seem like a lot, dude, it actually is. Like, go weigh a Lego set when you buy it and see how much it weighs once you take it out of the box and stuff, if it's just the parts. 6 pounds of Lego is a pretty big set, and yeah, it's like, I don't know how many pieces it is. We should, oh, that would be a fun contest to do. You guys know I like to do the crazy number contest. How many pieces of Lego do we have here? I honestly don't have to sort it, or I'm gonna sort it. I don't want to have, that was my subconscious coming out. I don't have to sort it. I'm gonna have to anyway. I don't want to have to count it, but it'd be interesting to see, like, is it, let's just guess. Is it 1,000 pieces? Is it 2,000 pieces? Is it less than that? I mean, I've built plenty of Lego sets, but I've never like dumped all the pieces out. Like, you build bag by bag. I bet there's a couple thousand pieces here, don't you think? Especially once you get down to the small stuff. Like the filler stuff at Lego, like there's a piece right there. Are we counting that? I don't know, but yeah, maybe a couple thousand pieces into the collection. That's pretty cool. I mean, how many Pick-a-Bricks would this be? Let's do that. Holy smokes. Okay, this is going to be fun. I saved a whole bunch of Pick-a-Brick cups. Let's do a big one. I think these cost like, what, like $18 out in the wild if you were going to go do a Pick-a-Brick. Let's try filling one of these babies up just to see like what $18 a Lego would look like. I know this is going to be kind of not super realistic because we've got a lot of bricks here which take up space. I'm going to try to pick like the small stuff out of the bottom and fill it up. This is my original idea. I was just going to do one of these a day. It was going to be called Brickitect. So we just put these all in here like that. And I was just going to sort one of those a day, but I find myself getting a lot more than that done, even when I'm starting late. Like today, we're very late jumping into this, so I might actually make this a 2-day event, but one video for you, so don't think I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger, most likely, but yeah, we'll just kind of go like that. Can we can fit a couple more in there, right? Okay, so there you go. There's a Brickitect. And yeah, I just want to sort more than that per day. Like it's kind of disappointing for me. Maybe if there's a day where I'm super busy, we'll do the Brickitect. But like 1 cup right there, and look how much more we have. That's a lot of Pick-a-Bricks, man. Holy smokes. And yeah, like Lego charge, I mean, that's packed like an absolute noob. But what is that? Is that $18 that they're charging these days? Something like that. $15, $20, somewhere in that range at the Lego store. We don't get to go there often. I wish we did, because we just need one that's within like 3 hours of us. That would be nice, Lego. But there's just 1 cup. Think about how many cups are here. And I feel good like when I get through this, man. It reinvigorates me, and I just love starting a new one because it's like, it's fresh. I know you're probably thinking like, Greg, how can you be this excited about processing Lego? And you know, maybe a month from now, I won't have this kind of enthusiasm for this. But for now, like, I'm really enjoying this. I find this to be very satisfying. It's just kind of like tickling the right places in my brain doing this. And I didn't think that I was a Lego sorter. I didn't think I was that type of dude. Anytime I've done this in the past, like, I felt good when I'm done, but it always felt discouraging because it's like, wow, there's still so much left. But I know now that I can absolutely accomplish this, and I can get through this, and I'm going to do it not in a year, but I'm hoping to have this done in 6 months. I want to be done by the time Clark gets out of school, because if we could be done by summertime, obviously that'd be great, because we got a lot of other stuff that we do, other than sitting in my basement sorting out Lego. But like, that's the next chapter. Clark's off of school, and then we just start going crazy building stuff. I start working on my junk UCS Millennium Falcon. We start making various mocks. I start trying to build Lego sets without spending any money. I'm not counting all the money that was spent on this. I just like if you think this is fun, like if this is a thing that you're enjoying coming along with us on, or me on, I should say, because Clark is nowhere to be found when it comes time to organizing. The next chapter of this, the next stage, the next part of our journey, that I think is going to be where the future of this channel is. This process that I'm kind of just like grinding through, this is going to get me to where I really want to be. And I think ultimately my purpose of making these videos is to encourage other people out there to be creative with the Lego pieces they own. It's not about going to the Lego store as much as I'd like to and, you know, buying all kinds of stuff or having the newest, greatest Lego set. It's about using these parts to make cool stuff. I think that's literally going to be the description of my channel. Using Lego parts to make cool stuff. Do I need to say anything more? But for now, we're on the grind. So I welcome you to the channel. That should just make this my channel intro. This is what we doing. And yeah, it's a good bit later now, and I wanted to show you the progress that I was able to make today. Well, don't look at this pile. This is that pesky pile that we always end up with at the end. I'd rather you look at all the other piles here that probably only make sense to me, but nonetheless are sorted out. We're starting here with our tiles, and then we've got a ton of plates in here, a few slopes, and then bricks. As you saw there in the beginning, just bricks like crazy in this, which was taking up a lot of space in there. We've got our little masonry bricks and things like that. Got my Technic here. We've got studs on side. We've got doors. We've got wheels and tires. We've got what I call boat pieces, cylinders, arches. And then probably the two coolest things that I found out of here, we did find a creeper. It was creeping in here. Did not explode. And then I found this really cool gun too that's in here. See if I can get it to focus on it. I just thought that was neat. So that was probably the two highlights. But again, this is mostly just a parts pack. So that's what we ended up here with. And like I said, man, this is 6 pounds, mostly sorted. Like that's 1 day's worth. And all that just needs either put into one of these drawers or put in one of these drawers. And then my other day, so it's like day 1 is always this. And then day 2 will be this. And this is about as time consuming right here. Probably even more so than what all the other stuff that I did. But I'm happy with the pace that we're at, and 6 pounds, even if this turns into 2 days, which it will. And I guess being that you guys like the daily videos, we'll make this part 1, and then every other day it'll just be these little tiny pieces that I do. And when I put those away, we then go on to another bin. On that, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today on this episode of my Lego organizing journey. I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying that they're getting inspired to also start organizing themselves, which is pretty darn cool. And if that's the case for you, I'm pretty darn proud of you. Anyways, hope you like this one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow where we finish off this pile.